Hello, my name is Renee Schumm, and this is my introduction speech for the three songs that I chose that I thought reflected me best. The three songs that I chose are marked by important stages of my life um, and how I emotionally related to each one. The first stage would be when I graduated from high school and went off to do bigger and better things in college. The next stage was when I was actually in college up north and how I was feeling and dealing with things up there. And then finally, when I came back down here to Florida to finish out my education. So the first song I chose was Good Life by One Republic, and this was marked by my first big step out into the world, I guess you could say. And the first time I heard it was when my best friend made a collaborative collage of pictures and memories that we shared together in high school and put it together in a PowerPoint and the songs in the background. So it always kind of holds an emotional tie to that, and I always fondly remember that. It made me really look forward to the years of experience and college that I was getting myself into, and I had no idea what to expect. And it also made me stop and appreciate everything that I had right then and there. And I really did have a good life, as they say over and over. And I had a lot to be thankful for at the moment. The song continues to this day to make me nostalgic about high school and all the people I knew then and how I felt right before I left and how I was just beginning to make my own life. So every time I hear it, it just makes me remember that. The second song that I chose was Country Roads by John Denver. And this kind of hits home for me because West Virginia is actually where I was born. But I grew up in Virginia State and eventually went back to school there. But it makes me remember my own country roads, as cliche as it sounds, but that country living, that country atmosphere, it is a certain way of life that is different than down here, you could say. I do miss the mountainous type of atmosphere and all of my family and friends that were there. But every time I hear that song, I go back to the country roads that he's talking about. And although I really have great memories in Virginia, and I love the lover state, as they say, I never really truly felt at home when I went back to school there for about a year. So, and that brings me to my last song, which is New York's Not My Home by Jim Croce. And I just absolutely related to him on every level. When I listened to that song, it was my kind of comfort song when I was in school up in Virginia. When he keeps saying that New York's not his home, and I felt the same way about Blacksburg. Um, it really resonated with me because, as he says in the song, he was there for about a year and surrounded by tons of people, which I was as well, but I never felt home, nor did I. And I used to listen to it over and over again and thinking the same. I quote that in the song says, I was doubting all things that were me, and I really was when I was there. Never felt myself until I came back down to Florida within the past 5 or 6 months and started my new educational tracking plan there. And in conclusion, I could say that these songs are just reflective of who I was in certain stages of my life and how I progressed through them emotionally. And I can always count on them to go back to. They're the type of songs that I put on repeat over and over and over again. And got sick of them eventually, but they're definitely still in my top five. So thank you for listening.